Your Excellency, your visit comes on the heels of the third session of the Joint Commission of Cooperation, JCC, and your presence here today signifies the importance of our nation's bilateral relations and a commitment to further strengthening the ties between Kenya and Somalia. Your Excellency, Kenya and Somalia enjoy warm and cordial relations deeply rooted in a shared history, common socio-cultural heritage, a shared border, and commercial ties. Our bilateral relations are driven by goodwill and the determination between our two governments and people to work together towards enhancing and expanding the scope and breadth of our relations. I am pleased that the positive outcome of the third session of the Joint Commission of Cooperation lays a firm foundation for sustainable future engagements between Kenya and Somalia. We can only reap the full benefits of the MOUs and agreements we have discussed once we fully and effectively implement our commitments. It is of importance, Your Excellency, that we continue demonstrating the viability of the JCC mechanism in improving the existing quality of our relations. We should also endeavor to find ways of addressing any issues that could impede or slow our mutually beneficial cooperation. I would like to express my sincere appreciation for this opportunity to meet you and engage in discussions on matters of mutual interest and cooperation between Kenya and Somalia. The relationship between our countries is rooted in a shared history, culture, and vision for a peaceful and prosperous region. As neighboring nations, Kenya and Somalia share common challenges and opportunities that require close collaboration and cooperation. It is through dialogue and partnership that we can address these challenges and harness the opportunities for the benefit of our people. Your Excellency, this meeting accords us an opportunity to engage on a number of issues critical to elevating relations. I would like to propose we engage on political consultation, admission to the EAC, trade, security, and Kenya diaspora in Somalia.
Let me start by expressing my deepest gratitude for the warm welcome and kind hospitality extended to me and my delegation during our visit. It is always a pleasure to be here among friends in the beautiful country of Kenya. We are not only neighbors, we are not only neighbors who share borders. We share deep historical ties and bonds of brotherhood that shape our shared aspirations. We are also partners in the quest for regional stability and prosperity and share the ambitions of progress of the global South. Somalia is committed to be an active partner in the quest for a more integrated and cooperative East Africa. It is on these among foundations that we seek to build an even brighter future for our people. We are deeply saddened by the devastating impact of the recent floods in Kenya. Our heartfelt condolences go to those affected by the tragic loss of lives, and we sympathize the extensive damage to essential infrastructure. Both our nations continue to endure the increasingly severe consequences of climate change, a problem to which we did not contribute. We must enforce our cooperation in climate adaptation and environmental protection and intensify our collective efforts in advocating for more global financing to address loss and damage. I commend the efforts of both our countries since our last meeting in the second session of the JCC in Nairobi and Mandera. The progress made during the initial sessions of our Joint Commission for Cooperation lays a strong foundation for today's discussions. It is a testament to what we can achieve together with mutual respect and understanding. In the past few days, our senior officials have engaged in joint constructive discussions reviewing the progress made so far and potential areas where we can forge new ties of cooperation. I understand their discussions have covered the clusters of foreign relations and security, economics and trade, as well as social affairs. I took note that it is time to find renewed commitment to not only continue our cooperation, but to deepen it, recognizing that together our potential is limitless. Our economic front, we are paving the way for a more integrated future, removing barriers to trade and creating a seamless flow of people, goods, services, and ideas to capitalize on and complement our respective resources. On security, we stand united against the threats of terrorism and transnational crimes, committed to safeguarding the peace that is the right of every East African citizen. I am particularly pleased with the advancement made in discussions, agreements reached, and the memorandums of understanding we signed during this session, as well as agreed minutes between our two nations. Let us ensure that the commitment made are commitments kept and agreements are implemented in full. The instruments we have signed must be blueprints for action and pathways to the tangible benefits that our people expect and deserve. I also urge our respective institutions to continue and expedite their dialogues and formalize relevant agreements in the remaining areas discussed by the set deadlines. Finally, I would like to thank His Excellency, the Deputy President, the ministers, MPs present, senior officials from both our nations and guests present here today who have worked tirelessly to bring these discussions for fruition. Let's continue to work together to turn our shared goals into shared successes. I am looking forward to seeing this dialogue continue, not just within the halls of conference rooms such as this, but between our communities and industries. Let us build bridges where there have been none and strengthen those that have stood the test of time. Once again, Your Excellency, accept our deepest thanks and appreciations for your warm hospitality. I look forward to witnessing the promising fruits of our collective efforts. Thank you.